Well, good morning, everyone. Thomas Montgomery with IIMFL and Smart Money Alliance. It is Thursday morning, January 7th, just about a minute before 8 o'clock Central, 7:59 a.m. We get together with our distribution partners most weekdays, Mondays through Fridays at this time, to talk tips, strategies, techniques, answer questions, and provide support. We had a special training yesterday announcing a significant enhancement to the credit literacy educator role. And specifically, what we announced yesterday is that as of today, we have overrides available. The relevance of that is many of you have stated that you know others that would like to be credit literacy educators, but of course, you want to be paid for bringing them to the table. You want to receive financial results based upon their production. So that is now in place. So we have those of you that were already with us up through that had signed up prior to midnight last night, or technically midnight this morning, and all of you were grandfathered in, and then everyone coming in today, January 7th and after, come in under the new platform. So just a few housekeeping issues on that. So let me pull up a couple flyers to show you. The first of which is the addendum. Let me bring this over to the shared page. Hopefully you each see this addendum now. So we have an addendum for those of you that are grandfathered in that we need to add to your agreement that allows you to earn the overrides. And this addendum will come to you via DocuSign. If you would like the addendum because you plan on recruiting other educators and you want to be paid overrides, all you need to do is email us and request the addendum and let us know what your expectations for team growth are for the month of January. Then we'll send this over. There's obviously no cost. We'll provide an addendum. Your grandfathered agreement stays in place, but this allows you to earn a 10% override. And what that means is, of course, you'll earn on average $1 per point of credit score increase that's generated from the credit literacy educators that you recruit and or those that you recruit that they recruit. So in other words, we pay 3 levels deep. If it's direct production, you get a lot more than that. But from an override perspective, then you get $1 per point of credit score increase. And we did some numbers yesterday, and that's pretty significant. If you were to build a team of, let's say, 10 educators, and each of them just did the norm of adding 1 client a day, that extrapolates out to about $25,000, $30,000 a month. So that's number one. We've sent that over to you. Now, again, for new credit literacy educators coming forward, they won't have an addendum. They'll come in under the new agreement. The team building process is described here. So the first thing that you would do is you would add your recruit to be a sub-affiliate underneath you in Post Affiliate Pro. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in just a second. And then secondly, you're going to have them submit a lead on the inquiry form on the IIMFL website. I'll show you that in a second. And then we'll send them the DocuSign and then we're good to go. So let's go back over to this. So this is an example. When you log in, so once you're plugged into Post Affiliate Pro and you log in, then you can go down here to sign up sub-affiliates. You click this link and it gives you this hyperlink right here. And when you open this hyperlink, it's going to bring up a screen that allows you to add sub-affiliates who then can also become credit literacy educators. When you add a sub-affiliate, they put in their first name, last name, and their email. The referral ID is great. It's optional, and this is what they want to be called. They don't need to let us know that you referred them because they're using the specific link that's coded to you. And I don't know if I can navigate back or not, but that was that link I just showed you just a second ago. So that's how you do step one, is you're going to add them as a sub-affiliate first. It's free and easy. There's no cost to become a sub-affiliate. And then the second step to add a credit literacy educator in your hierarchy is now we need to actually bring them aboard as a credit literacy educator. So if we go back over to the IIMFL website, frankly, it's on all of the pages, but if we go to the career tab, scroll all the way down, and this is where then they're going to submit and say, yep, I'm interested in becoming a credit literacy educator. You can give them this form to fill out. You can fill it out for them. It doesn't matter if they remember to put referred by you or not. It doesn't matter because they're in your hierarchy in Post Affiliate Pro. So then the commissions will automatically pay an override to you because we use Post Affiliate Pro for administering commissions. So does that make sense? It's real simple. So again, if you're already a credit literacy educator, then you'll email us, say, yes, I'm going to recruit, I'm going to team build, I need the addendum, and here are my projections for the month ahead for the rest of January, and we'll gladly send this over to you, obviously no cost. If you're coming on January 7th or after as a new credit literacy educator, then you don't get the addendum, you don't need the addendum. The agreement now has been revised to incorporate this. Okay, and so then also, I'd like to share with you, we made a slight change. Give me just a second and I'll pull it up here for you. We've made a slight change, improvement, I would say, to the credit literacy educator flyer. So this is something that you may find helpful. It's certainly included in the DocuSign packet that goes out to prospective credit literacy educators. It's all the same as it was. The difference is we've added the team build option. So again, we are not MLM. We are not network marketing. There's no requirement to go out and team build. But many of us realize the way that we're going to generate the greatest amount of income is not just off of our own labor, but connecting with others. I'm going to give you an example, real life example. So I went to breakfast this morning and had breakfast with a gentleman that works at Aaron's Rent-A-Center. I don't know about where you live, but a lot of areas across the country, there are either company-owned or franchised Aaron's Rent-A-Center. That's where typically subprime people go to buy appliances, furniture, mattresses, and so forth, because they'll do some in-house financing and they have very, very relaxed credit score requirements. So I'm visiting with him today, just really picking his brain about his target audience, because his client base at Aaron's Rent-A-Center is frankly the target audience for Credit Boost, right? It's people that have less than perfect credit, and therefore they're paying a lot more for finance purchases than they would need. And he was just all over this because I explained to him, I said, you know what, refer us the clients that you have that would benefit from stronger credit. We'll give them the gift of better credit. We'll give them the gift of Credit Boost with no upfront cost. And on average, we'll pay you $300 for every referral that you make, which again is based on the new comp model, $3 per point increase with an average of 100-point increase. I mean, he's all over it, right? This guy doesn't make a whole lot more than that per week. And now all of a sudden he can refer credit challenge clients over to us for the gift of better credit, through the gift of Credit Boost. So it's all around you, people that are interfacing with subprime and credit challenged individuals. You can extend to them the option to become a credit literacy educator. You follow those steps that we just looked at, which included having them come on as a sub-affiliate of yours, so they're in the payment hierarchy, and then submit them on the inquiry form that we just looked at here, which is on every page of the IIMFL website. And now they're ready to go. And if you want to continue to support and prompt and encourage the people you bring on your team, you can. That would be smart, but frankly, you don't have to. The goal, obviously, is to work with each of them to give the gift of better credit, the gift of Credit Boost, on average to one client a day, 30 a month. Nothing outlandish, nothing that's pie in the sky. And as long as we can do that, we can help a whole lot of Americans improve their credit, and you can make crazy good income, whether it be direct or overrides. Who has any questions on what we've discussed, which we can go back up to the Credit Boost page, which is twofold. The addendums are now available for those of you that are current credit literacy educators, so we can add the addendum. Doesn't take anything away, doesn't cost you anything, but allows you to earn overrides. And all you would need to do is email us a request for that addendum and let us know what your recruitment goals are. Because obviously we need to work with those of you that are passionate, that are active, that are motivated. And so we want to understand what your goals are. And then secondly, for all new credit literacy educators coming in today and afterwards, then they will get the new agreement. So they won't need the addendum. Schedule A is actually modified to incorporate that. And I'll even show you that just for clarity and transparency. So let me pull that over. Okay, so this is the new credit literacy educator agreement that'll be sent to those folks through DocuSign. Looks almost exactly what each of you signed already, but the point is down here when we get to Schedule A, it is different. Now it lets them know that their direct compensation is going to be 30%, which equals $3 per point of credit improvement, and which is stated here, and lets them know that they get paid weekly. So everything's the same. It's just reflecting the ability to earn 30% of the performance fees. Plus, this section is new. It didn't exist before, and it's almost the same language that you see over on the addendum that those of you that are grandfathered receive. And it clarifies that we pay 10% of the performance fees up to 2 levels deep. And again, it clarifies what they need to do to add people to their team. And it also clarifies how simple it is to add clients. We provide them a landing page, and they're going to just drop the prospects into the landing page. Okay, so I'm going to start going through your questions and concerns, because this is a significant enhancement that's going to allow a lot of you to generate a lot more income. The purpose of these daily trainings is not just for me to rattle off, but to be answering your questions so you're crystal clear, you're ready to go execute. So let me start going through the questions that you submitted. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and drop them in the Q&A so we can work through those together now. Chances are, if you have that question, then others probably do as well. Okay, so here's the first question. So we have a Credit Boost flyer, and let me pull that over onto the shared screen. And it's in edit mode now. That's why you see those little thin lines around it. Ignore those, if you will. But the bottom line is we've provided each of you an editable, I'm sorry, not editable, but we've provided each of you a personalized Credit Boost flyer. This is what you're going to be using. And at the bottom, this is Will's, it has a link to your landing page. So this flyer hasn't changed. It's the same as before, because from the client perspective, the Credit Boost hasn't changed. And so once you become a credit literacy educator, then we create a landing page for you. We create this flyer for you. We send you the landing page, and we send you this flyer, just like we sent Will this morning. So this is the flyer that you're going to take out to the marketplace. And again, you can go validate what I'm sharing with you, but I can tell you, when I met with the Aaron's Rent-A-Center marketing rep, he's not the franchise owner, note, he's the marketing rep. He was enamored by it. It's like, wow, I see so many people that need better credit, and to get them an extra 100 points, that's a big deal. I mean, those are his words. It's a big deal. That's significant. And so there's so many people you can help. And again, our goal is just, let's help on average one person per day have the gift of better credit through the gift of Credit Boost, no upfront cost. Okay, so Anna Marie, there isn't a change to this flyer. So if you don't have this flyer, email us and let us know. But this flyer for the client hasn't changed. The Credit Boost program hasn't changed. I think maybe what she's asking, though, is about the recruitment flyer, which I guess we don't have shown here. Let me see if I can go back and find that. And that's a good point that we hadn't considered of how to edit this, because your landing page is based around recruiting clients, not other educators. So I think Anna Marie's actually asking about how would she get this. And so we'll have to figure that out, right? I don't know the answer to that because we don't have a landing page that's recruitment based. So we'll figure that out by tomorrow. Thank you, Anna Marie. Robert says loves the flyer going after churches in California. Awesome. Okay, Jim's got a good question. Does everyone that he recruits automatically become one of his sub-affiliates for access to capital? That's a great point, and I didn't clarify that enough. So let's go back. The answer is yes. We have one sub-affiliate structure. And so if you add a sub-affiliate, you will earn overrides on the access to capital, which is the norm. I didn't mention that, but that's how it all began. Also now overrides on the Credit Boost if you sign the addendum and or under the new agreement. So yes, one affiliate network that has two campaigns, one for access to capital, which you get 1 point override on the client's capital raise that they've brought in, again, up to 3 levels total payout, 2 levels of sub-affiliates, if you will. And then secondly, the second campaign under the same enrollment, it's not a separate affiliate network, is now the overrides for Credit Boost. So you would only need to add someone once, and then they could help clients with access to capital or Credit Boost, and you would get overrides in either case. Thank you, Jim. I should have clarified that before. Dion asked, why do you need to look at a person's Facebook page to be an educator? I don't know. I didn't know that was the case. I don't think it is the case. And Dion, I don't know why you came to that conclusion, why you think we want to look at your Facebook page. So I don't know where that's coming from, Dion. I'm sorry. All right, Josh asked, in my sub-affiliate link, does the client fill out the small business certification? It looks like the website is updated. No, I just showed you. I mean, I just clicked and it won't let me go back. But once you click on the sub-affiliate login, click on that sub-affiliate link that I showed you at the beginning of this, it pops up this screen and it's hard-coded to you using your unique Post-Affiliate Pro code. And this hasn't been changed. This is the same. So I don't know what you mean, Josh. Nothing has changed. All right, so Theo, you'll know if you've become a credit literacy educator because we would have executed your credit literacy educator DocuSign, and we would have sent you a flyer that was edited, just like we sent Will this morning. You would have received one of these. So if you think there was some sort of mistake or misunderstanding or oversight, Theo, email in. But to the best of my knowledge, we processed everyone that wanted to be grandfathered in. And you might have been one of them. I don't remember. We had, I don't know, like 217 new educators yesterday, if I recall. Okay. Yes, just email in. So Anna Marie's asking for more specifics. Let me get back over. So here at the bottom of our website is our email. So just email to info and say, yep, I need that addendum, and tell us what your growth plans are for building a team this month in January, and we'll send you the addendum. All right, Josh, I see your chat message, but I don't really understand it. Anna Marie says yes. Yeah, so we can start recruiting today. We are ready to go today. So what do you need to do? We just covered it, but let's review it again. You're to go start recruiting, because they're going to be able to help people have the gift of better credit through Credit Boost, and you're going to make money as they will. So what do you do? Right here is the team building process. Anyone that's not clear, if I could highlight it properly, here it is. And so we covered it yesterday. We've covered it today. First, you add them as a sub-affiliate underneath you in Post Affiliate Pro. I just showed you how to do that. And then second, you drop them in on the inquiry form of the IIMFL website. We'll send them the Credit Literacy Educator DocuSign. They'll execute that. They'll be up and going, and you will make overrides off of their production. It is super simple, super simple. So yes, Robert, we don't need to wait till tomorrow. You can go today and start building a team. And you and I both know, Robert, some people will walk the walk and some people just talk. So there's going to be some that will go out, they'll help other people have the gift of better credit through Credit Boost, and they'll average one a day. And there's going to be some people that do nothing ever. That's just human nature. So what I would do is I would recruit aggressively and broadly. I'd build as large of a team as possible with the knowledge that some people will be all-stars, some people will be duds, some people will be in between. But every one of those conversions is going to be making money for you, making money for you. Okay, so they answered Robert's question, I think. Yes, Jim, that's correct. So Credit Literacy Educators still do have the $99 fee that covers the background check and frankly, the setup cost to get the landing page and flyer and all of that. And if for some reason they're not accepted as a Credit Literacy Educator, then we can refund that $99 fee so they're not out of pocket, so they don't feel worried about it. All right, David has a question. Should the affiliate wait until they receive the welcome login email before signing up to be an educator? No, that's not necessary at all, because there could be a 24 to 48 hour, 1 to 2 day delay in getting new affiliates processed. But as long as they've used your link, David, and everyone else, like I just showed you, they're going to be once active in your hierarchy. So they can immediately then go, as we just showed, to the IIMFL website, fill out the inquiry form, which is at the bottom of every page. Every page it's on the bottom of. Maybe not the home page. Let's see if it's on the bottom. Yeah, it's on the bottom of every page. And then they put in their name and their email and their phone. They don't even have to remember to mention you. It doesn't matter because they're hard-coded to you in Post Affiliate Pro because they did that step 1. They click this box, as well as anything else they might want to do. Hit submit, and then we'll send them the DocuSign. So no, David, they don't need to wait to be processed as an affiliate. As long as they've applied to be an affiliate using your link, we are good to go. Good to go. Tracking will be perfect. You'll be able to log in a Sub-Affiliate Pro. You'll be able to see who your sub-affiliates are, and you'll be able to see their production. All right, so Dion asked, how can he post an ad on Facebook? Well, I'm not a Facebook marketing expert, but certainly I would encourage you to do so. And if you're not proficient in Facebook marketing, recruit an educator that is, and let them go do what they're really good at. Let them get the front end money and you'll get the override. See, that's the beauty of the override model, is you're going to find some people that are connected to churches and maybe you're not, so they can go run with that. You're going to have someone that's maybe connected with chambers of commerce. They can plug into that, generate clients, you get overrides. You got some that's good at Facebook marketing, like Dion's asking. Well, then they go do what they're good at and you get overrides from that. Okay. Who else has any questions regarding kind of the wrap up administratively of what we've changed on Credit Boost? The program itself hasn't changed. We've enhanced the distribution model. So now finally you can receive overrides by bringing in other credit literacy educators. You don't have to do that, but by bringing people in to Post Affiliate Pro into the affiliate channel, now you'll get overrides on the production that they have for access to capital. And secondly, you'll get overrides now on the production they have from Credit Boost. You can't go wrong. Okay, let's see who else has questions. Jim asked a good point, and that's exactly correct. So Jim's saying, hey, I want to make, he wants to make his own deals with some of the referral partners rather than making them a sub-affiliate. And that's fine, of course. So if off the books, you want to work some deal with someone that's referring to you and they're not plugging into our hierarchy, then that's fine. Of course, we won't be paying them then, right? You will be paying them. We won't be creating an agreement with them. You'll be creating an agreement with them. But yes, Jim, that's perfectly fine. If you're wanting to do 50-50 splits or other things that are more aggressive. And I tell you what came to my mind when I was talking to the young man from Aaron's Rent-A-Center this morning. A lot of people are just broke. They operate on such small income that money now is worth more to them than more money later. I know right now, if I gave him a $20 bill for every time that he submitted me a Credit Boost client, he would refer 10 a day, because cash is king for some people that are living on a really tight budget. So that may be what you'd want to do, Jim. You might want to pay less to your referral sources, but pay them up front. Or maybe you want to pay them more, like the 50-50 you indicated. It's up to you. But so you can be aggressive and creative and do your own side deals to get referrals to fill your funnel. That's perfectly fine. If we're going to be administering the dollars and the contracts, then it's going to fall under the affiliate structure. Does that make sense, Jim? Okay, so who else has questions about the enhancement to receive overrides? Again, we're not network marketing. We're not MLM. Not to say that there's anything wrong with that, but some people, they're going to ask you that. Well, this sounds like a pyramid. No, there's overrides. There are a lot of things in our society that pay override commissions. This happens to be one of those. It's an affiliate model. If you want to help others without any selling, earn on average $300 for just submitting someone into a landing page. We'll turn around and help them improve their credit, typically by 100 points in 30 to 60 days, not through credit repair, but by adding new positive credit. It's a good side gig. Some people make more at this than they do their full-time income. Who has other questions regarding the practical logistics? I want to go into a little bit of an advanced topic to close out, but before I go advanced, I want to hear, are there any questions that any of you have? Any concerns? Okay, so here's one. Theo asked, so for all the sub-affiliates that he signed up yesterday, and you signed up a bunch, Theo, awesome job, you will make overrides from them. Yes, so that's a great point. So our affiliate model has been around for quite some time, and many of you have already developed sub-affiliates. That counts. You don't have to do something different from that perspective. So they've done step one. What needs to be done, though? Let's go back to it. They need to do step two. So you need to get with them, Theo, and do step two. Okay, so let's get to hopefully that helped, Theo. Let's get to the advanced topic. And I want to go back to the main page and I go to the career tab. Here is how to help people get the maximum benefit by being one of your credit literacy educators. And they don't have to do this. These are not requirements. This is a best practice. Hear me out, and it's very impactful. Have them put in a business bank account for their commissions. You might say, well, they don't have a business bank account. Help them go get a DBA, which is also called an assumed name certificate from their county courthouse. Normally it's like $26, $20 to $30. File for a DBA, which is same as a assumed name. Then they can take that over to their bank and open a separate bank account that's now a quote business bank account. Allow us to pay your credit literacy educators into their business bank account, not into their personal account. That's going to help with taxes. That's going to allow them to probably reduce taxes, because out of that account, then they can pay expenses. And the way the IRS taxes businesses, it's not off the top line, it's off the bottom line, the net profit. So let's say that we'll use some bigger numbers just to make it more interesting. So let's say you bring in Timmy, and Timmy's a new credit literacy educator. Timmy puts in the system, and don't have them delay signing up, but after they're signed up, have them go get a DBA if they don't have one, open a business bank account. We'll start paying their commissions into Timmy's DBA account. Let's say Timmy follows the plan and feeds in one deal a day on average, 30 a month. So Timmy makes about $9,000 a month as a side gig with no selling as a credit literacy educator. And you're making about $3,000 a month override off of Timmy's production. He's happy, you're happy. Now, if Timmy's smart, what Timmy will do is he'll pay many of the appropriate expenses that he can out of that business account. So again, he's not paying taxes off that $9,000 amount. He's paying taxes off of what's left after his expenses. Secondly, if Timmy were really smart, what Timmy would do is set up for a payroll service like QuickBooks Payroll. That's what we use, but Timmy could use whatever he wants. So now Timmy is drawing a paycheck every month from his DBA. Let's say Timmy wants to be conservative and he says, okay, I want a $60,000 base pay, $5,000 a month. Now Timmy has a W-2 paycheck stub every month for $5,000. That doesn't keep Timmy from getting the extra profits that are left over from his business account, but he's getting a W-2 paycheck stub every month. That is going to improve Timmy's life considerably, because many things that we finance may ask for what your W-2 income is. And if Timmy just took all the money that we're paying him, $9,000 a month, 9 times 12 is a whole lot of money. What is that, over $100,000? That $100,000 won't be reflected in any paycheck stubs. So some sources of capital will say, oh, he's self-employed. But as soon as Timmy starts taking a W-2 paycheck, preferably direct deposits, out of his business, Timmy's technically no longer self-employed. He has a job. Now, he owns the company he works for, but it makes a tremendous difference. So I don't want to confuse you, but an advanced topic would be, I'd go ahead and have them do those 2 steps that we talked about first. Don't let them get distracted. Don't give them extra steps that would keep them. So we'll call it step 1, step 2. And if you really want to make Timmy's life better, or your sub credit literacy educators, add a step 3 down here and help them get a business bank account, even if it's just off of a DBA. Allow us to pay into that account. And then step 4 would be have them set up a payroll account. So now they have a base salary. They have, let's just make it simple. They do $1,000 a week salary that they get paid every Friday. So now they have that consistent income coming in, but also they have W-2 paycheck stubs that'll make their lives better if they choose to pursue something that's financed, and it moves them from being self-employed to employed. So when they fill out applications, they don't say, I'm self-employed. A lot of the lending world does not like self-employed people. But you can own your own company, be employed by your company. Now, all of a sudden, you qualify for these SBA PPP loans and EIDL grants, really. There's so many benefits of not being self-employed. We encourage people, don't be self-employed. We encourage people, own your own business, but be paid at least a reasonable salary, let's just call it $1,000 a week, out of your business, and that's going to make your life much better. It's going to also lower your overall taxation, because the employment taxes like unemployment, Social Security will come out of that $1,000. But, and you can talk to your CPA about this, but for the profit distributions above and beyond that, then those are not taxable for employment taxes. So it'll literally lower overall tax rate. Any questions on the basic topic or the advanced topics that we just went through? If you didn't understand the advanced topics, just skip it. Just erase it from your mind, because what we need to focus on are steps 1 and 2. If we do steps 1 and 2, you're going to make a lot of money and we're going to help a lot of people. If you're sophisticated enough and interested enough to help people with steps 3 and 4, then we can do that. But we need to do 1 and 2 over and over and over. Just like Theo did yesterday. I don't have it pulled up. I think Theo added, I don't know, what comes to mind, it's like 12 or 13 new educators, well, affiliates yesterday. Today, he's going to back in and get them to do step 2. So Theo, in one day, has set himself up for likely a $30,000 a month of override income. You can do the same thing. Most people want to earn extra income. Most people want to help other people. Any other questions that anyone has before we wrap it up today? Hopefully we've covered some practical information. Tomorrow we'll be back together at normal time, but we'll follow the normal pattern where we'll at 8 o'clock Central, we'll talk about access to capital. And then at 8:30 Central, we'll talk about credit boost. I just needed to get this cleaned up here so everyone understood where we're at and where we're going. All right. Thanks, everyone. Let's go make it happen. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.